Alright, so video number 1 of my brand new channel right now, Amir Stocks Live, where I'll basically be going live to talk to you guys about moves I'm making with stocks, what I'm trying to do with my portfolio that I've been working on for about a year now, how to invest successfully, and how to actually learn and do your research and see what information you would need to know before you actually buy into a stock, or if you decide to watch a stock so that you can actually buy a dip and so on. Really get confident and comfortable with the decision making capacity that you need to have if you're going to be investing and eventually building your portfolio from 1,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 to eventually get to 100,000 and more. And I don't think there's any better way that I can do my first video than buy a second Bitcoin live with you guys here right now watching this video. So as I'm recording this right now, I had my second savings all invested into my Robinhood. So I have 51,815 available to buy with right now. I already have one Bitcoin that I bought at 39,000, as you can see that right here, and clearly it's been quite a big jump now. So we're up about 11,500 bucks right here. I was trying to see if I could buy this at 50k, but I couldn't get my money into the account quick enough. Right now it's looking like it's holding pretty well right here, and it's only going to go up. There's a pretty good chance that this might hit 52 tonight. I haven't really been seeing this move around much more than where it's at right now, so it hasn't gone down back to 50,000. Again, I was watching it for quite a while right now. I was out for a run. This is the lowest it got to, and it's hit that low point twice so far. Right here again, 50,720, right, 50,664. Now it's back on the uptrend again, and again with the volatility, which means how risky it is, how often or how wide the range of change in price can be with crypto. That volatility is always scary, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and I really want to make sure that I'm holding on to at least 2 Bitcoins before it starts to make its next few big leaps towards 100k or even more, as the big time analysts have been predicting. So I'm going to go ahead, lock it in right now. So I'm going to be buying 1 Bitcoin to make it my second Bitcoin right now. Whoa, not 4, I wish. So right here we got 51,133 is what it's going to cost. Now Robinhood doesn't have any fees or anything associated with buying, but when you do buy a crypto, it's going to charge you a little more than the actual price that's listed here because of the volatility index, right? Because right when I click buy, the price might actually change by a certain percentage. So they actually take a pretty big percentage, almost about 5% as extra, just to make sure it covers any volatility changes that might occur. I am liking the fact that it's kind of coming back to a 51,000 flat right now, but then again, it might just start jumping back up again. So I'm just going to go ahead and click review order and just go with it right now. So they're saying you see the estimated cost 51,121. Even though it's worth 51,090, right? So they're charging you a little more to cover that volatility aspect of things that can occur, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and submit my buy right now, and that's basically it, right? So now we have, let's see, this should update once the purchase goes through. Let me refresh this now. Right, there you go. So now we have 2 Bitcoins. And my average cost is up to 45,000. Right, so one was 39, the other one I just got at 51, so that averages out to 45. And this is how things are going to look from here on now. Right, so I have about 486 left. Now, in my future videos, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a long list of things, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing this stuff with you guys. None of this is professional advice. It's me showing you what I've learned in the year that I've been investing. So I first joined Robinhood quite a while ago. I believe sometime in December. Let's see what this is. Well, I installed the app a long time ago, but my first little movements, you can see I added some money right here, was about March 2020, right? Which is exactly when, of course, the pandemic started causing all stocks to plummet down. And I was watching, right? So ever since I've had the app installed, you can see the minus 110, minus 84 cents and whatnot that are happening on the left. I've been watching stocks. I've been learning what's happening. I've been trying to get information about how things move, what it is that causes stocks to move, whether it's some kind of big move happening in a certain industry, or if it's something someone said. And lately it's been Wall Street bets that's apparently been causing stuff like that, right? So I was watching, I was learning. I realized that I want to create for myself a dividend portfolio, right? So that's one of the major things I'll be talking about. On the far left here, you can see some of the research I've been doing with my various dividend stocks. I'll talk to you guys about my favorite dividend stocks. I'll talk to you about what I do to do research for them, how I find out how much dividend they're paying, my webull usage to get more information, like the key statistics they have right here on the screen. Right, all of this stuff that helps you really become a very informed investor, not just someone that's buying because some people either on TikTok, YouTube, or some other platform told you that it's a good buy. Right? That's not how you should be investing your money. You should be doing it because you confidently saw that this is clearly a pretty good investment. So I'll show you guys and teach you guys my future plans of what I want to do with having passive income from a dividend portfolio. So the way my stocks list over here is organized is the things above Apple. So this is Apple right here. Everything above Apple are basically my mistakes, and I'm proud about them. I love sharing them because there's nothing to hide about that, right? Things happened where I bought stocks that were pretty much at a high point and they didn't go any higher, and I learned, right? I learned what is considered a good time for actually buying a stock that might be skyrocketing on a given day. So these were definitely not on good times. LPCN here is a penny stock. That's another thing I invest into. I pick up penny stocks when I know they're about to skyrocket based off of the research I do. And then when they do skyrocket, as soon as I've made a pretty good investment back, I sell it again. So my latest penny stock was Sundial Growers, which is related to the cannabis industry. And again, when industries shift, that's when stocks shift, right? When something's happening with electric vehicle stocks go up. When something's happening with cannabis, Sundial goes up and stuff like that. But everything above Apple are stocks basically that I'm waiting for them to one day become green, and then I'll sell them, if ever. If they never become green, I'll just hold them. It's whatever now. From Apple down, these are all stocks that pay dividends. Now, I bought them at different times based off of different things that were happening. And I was learning about them and seeing, what they do, how much dividends they pay, whether or not they fluctuate up or down, stuff like that. I bought 400 shares of T over time because AT&T was actually going down quite a bit. But AT&T being the multi-billion big industry that it is, big company that it is, I knew it would start coming back up again. So I kept buying more as it got cheaper, right? So I picked it up when I was down quite a bit. Now today, after a very long time, it's starting to become more green. And that's pretty nice. But over time, as I kept buying more and more, so these are all still dividend stocks, all dividend paying stocks. As I kept buying more and more, up to TCEHY over here. So VXX is not a dividend stock, right? So from Apple to TCEHY, these are all different stocks that pay dividends. I got to learn firsthand what these different dividend paying stocks do and how much dividend they're going to pay, which you can just look up. You don't have to learn it firsthand. But it was a very interesting experience. And then I figured out a goal, right? Because that's the other thing investment is all about, a goal. So I figured out my goal of which handful of stocks I want to have a ton of so that I can passively have an income from dividend payments, right? And that's another thing I'll be talking about as we go on in this channel. The other thing I do, I pick up stocks that I know were supposed to come back up big time ever since March, right? So for example, Delta, American Airline, all these Spirit Airline, these airline stocks that had plummeted right when the pandemic caused lockdown and stuff. And then now you can see they're on their way back up. And as the vaccination process becomes more and more widespread, it will continue to go up. And then the last few things here, we have our crypto, right? So I just bought my second Bitcoin, so now we have 2 Bitcoins here. I hold 50,000 Dogecoin, which I think I might end up selling pretty soon because now it's been on a downward trend. And I have 25 Litecoins that I picked up over time, which generally tends to follow a pretty similar trend to Bitcoin. They usually have the same graph, the same ups and downs. So they're pretty nice to hold together based off of how much money you have available to invest, right? Litecoin is significantly cheaper than Bitcoin is. So you can always just pick up 1, 2, 3, and more Litecoin as you find time and as you find savings. And that's basically going to be the bulk of this channel, right? So talking about dividend portfolio, penny stocks to buy, how to do your research, and working with crypto, right? So thank you for joining. Welcome to my channel. Hit the subscribe button and let's keep up to date on all my moves, and then let's try to see if I can help you guys establish what you might be trying to establish. So leave a comment at the bottom telling me what you're looking to do with your portfolio. Are you looking to establish a passive income dividend portfolio? Are you trying to get just into crypto and develop, from down up all the crypto that you can save up before it hits at the top of the shelf? Are you just trying to buy in and buy and sell quickly with day trading? Are you trying to buy penny stocks and try to get big gains really quickly, etc., etc.? All kinds of things that you can do in the stocks world, right? So let me know what you're interested in doing, and thank you very much for coming on board.